All the way 100 family. Back with another stimulating conversation. Tonight we're tapping in about single parents presiding over kids. Sometimes we don't recognize the ins and outs of presiding over kids accordingly. In a household setting where it's just one parent, it can be a lot more of it. Sometimes your trials and tribulations are currently placed in position daily, and the levels of stress and presiding over kids and everything can be suddenly overwhelming, especially for a woman who has more than one without help from a man. Trying to get income in the house and something's wrong with the van. Be a lot of low vibrational shit. But you still got friends who want to go out and telling you that you should have somebody, and you're just trying to preside over your kids accordingly. Finances. Who the fuck gonna watch your kids if you go and get a job? What if you have no support? All these things are mentally dwelling on a single parent's mind before they even engage in making moves. Is suddenly depressing. How can I go out and provide for my family when everything's on me and it's suddenly stressing? Overwhelming because I have to find childcare so that I can go find a job and come back and cook and clean. I mean, it's my responsibility, but the single parent lifestyle is overwhelming. What takes a hit? Your social life, because you really can't put time into that shit. And if you do, you'll be like some of these lower vibrational people who will include them into their kids and they don't know them. So you fucking up their eyes, their vision, their reflections of you. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing. Waking up every day, making sure kids is getting dressed and fed and ready to go to school. Then you have to adjust and get yourself ready to go to work, so you can preside over your kids accordingly. You got rent, PG&E, car note, car insurance, and everything else that's a normal obstacle for those who are single parents who is choosing to preside over the kids accordingly. It could be a lot of low vibration, especially if you don't have your friends and your family accordingly in a position to help and be a blessing when you need it. It could be real heated if you don't. Lack of support, lack of people around you, and no support from the kid's father or mother. She can go both ways nowadays because you get a lot of low vibrational mothers. We've been knew about the bum ass fathers in the world, and things are suddenly changing. I've been seeing a lot of low vibrational women not presiding over their kids accordingly. Alcoholism, bad choices of whom you bring around, bring your chakras down. So presiding over kids is something that is definitely not the easiest thing to do. And if you're accomplishing goals, then you really are true. Yes, indeed, family. Keep on moving and grooving and doing what you have to do to preside over that situation. It's going to come a time in your life. Kids will get a little older and things will get a little easier. But you're going to find yourself past a certain age. Sexual market value then dropped. Less chances of you finding a higher value mate decreases as you get older. Yes, indeed, family. So, moral of this story is presiding over kids as a single parent can be a very demanding job, but it's your responsibility. Those who don't have kids, you have to understand the process of raising them by yourself if it comes to that type of opportunity. Loyalty has an expiration date, and you might split up with somebody that you impregnated or decided to have a baby with. Yeah, it can get ugly. Not everybody's on the up and up. They might be cool now, but 2 years later, they might not be fucking with you. You might be in a position to preside over kids by yourself. And that's the cards that's dealt. How you gonna maintain it? What if your family is not around? What if you don't have grandma or grandpa or an auntie or a sister to drop the kids off? You got no support. Things is hard. Now you're depending on government assistance to help you and fill the void, but that shit can only go so far, and it keeps you in a lower vibrational state. Presiding over kids, and you love to see them smile, and that shit is a feeling that's great. But nevertheless, it's something always being hindered. And it's your chance to find somebody that will be equally yoked and understand the process. Yeah, you're presiding over kids and you're solo. And it's a lot to let go. All the way 100. Peace and blessings to those who are presiding over kids as a single parent. Keep that shit going.